A little toasty looking there. Better, I guess. Maybe a little wider. Okay. Day late, dollar short on this video, but I wanted to make it really quickly. I have like three other like little quick hitter videos that I'm hoping will get me to edit them quickly because they're going to be short. It's just going to be like very simple, quick advice, help on what potentially could be, did that leak everywhere? What potentially could be, you know, common issues that you're running into. It's just like succinct little things. Maybe something I've talked about previously. Who knows? Anyway, that's kind of the idea. This is going to be one of them, but this is like the third or fourth one that I've recorded, but it's the first one that I'm going to edit because it's a little bit more time sensitive because I told somebody I would get this to them by Friday, and then the weekend happened. Apologies for the late video, but I hope that this makes up for it. Boom. Shed a little bit more light on this. Okay. So we're going to talk about an ME Super, not this one because, well, kind of this one, but this one makes me sad right now. It's a cute dog. Anyway, so we're going to talk about the infinite winding issue, the linkage between the advance and the mirror box, curtain, all of that stuff, and it's a little bit sensitive. I made a previous video of that here. A lot of people watched it. Not a lot of people liked it. And I think that's because of a few things. One, I was recording that in a different location, so I did not have access to all of the lights that you see here. Two, I was watching something, so I was like, oh, I'll do a voiceover, and then I just never did. So I'm not actually talking through it as much as I probably should. And three, this is a huge one for me. I'm like not 1,000% confident in this repair. Now, let's go back over this one more time, really briefly, because again, I want this to be like a quick hitter video. But I'll go back to talking about how the company I used to work for viewed repairs as a very linear thing. If you do A, B, C, it should be good. Moving forward, looking at these things, there's so many variables that go into that A, B, and C. So just because that this is a repair that works doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be the repair that works for you. There's been instances, like especially with, I have it here, my black ME Super, which as you can see I've been really keeping up with. It's so dusty. This one had the advance wind issue. So I fixed it, or I thought I did, let it sit for a little bit, and then it started up again. So then I took out the mirror box and loosened up mirror latching arm, I think, replaced the bushing there, and then that potentially got it fixed. Obviously I've not tested it in a little bit, so I need to do this, and then I'll maybe check in on this. But anyway, I'm just going to put that out there that this may not be the answer, but this is going to be in reference to what I was talking about, where to put oil and lighter fluid and alcohol and all that stuff for the repair. And I'm doing this at an opportune time because I just so happen to have this ME Super that is, it's, yeah, what do you want me to say? Okay. So let's talk about this real quick. This is obviously the mirror box. There's the front plate. You can disconnect the front plate from the mirror box if you feel so inclined, but to each your own. So this is the charge for the mirror itself, and then this will discharge it. So what you're gonna do is do everything in the video. This is just gonna be talking about where to make sure it's moving. So it's this arm right here. You see how freely that's moving? You want it to snap back up. If it's not snapping back up, then I have tweezers. I think this would be better if I had tweezers I could point to. It's gonna be right in, no, focus, right here. Right there, okay? That's where you wanna hit with some lighter fluid first to kind of make sure that it moves, and then like a drop of oil. And now I've talked about this before, but for stuff that's not as directly targeted, I use this. This is very heavy silicone oil, I believe it is. I think it's silicone. Yeah, silicone oil. The issue with this is that it will definitely slow things down over time if you add too much. So that's why I recommend only like a drop, maybe 2. And then you want to keep working through that a lot to make sure that it's still snapping. If it starts moving sluggishly again, then clean it out with the lighter fluid or alcohol. Also, I've used a lot of this, which is like gun oil, and that works pretty well, but it's a lot more liquidy, so it will more likely get everywhere. So that is the more direct, succinct explanation for that fix. As I said previously, it may not actually be what is needed to get the camera working, but I hope that this like highlighted detail helps some. Obviously, if you have any questions, please comment down below, let me know. If you find this video helpful, make sure to like it, subscribe. Also, shoot me an email. Like, I would say, let me preface all of this with, if you're having this issue, email me first, and we can talk about it there. Or I can help you decide if this is something you want to try to tackle on your own, or if you want to send it out to me or to a camera shop or something like that. Just because it's a little bit more complicated, and I don't want your camera to end up needing something like this, where I have to replace the entire shutter blades. So I think that will do it for now. Like I said, comments, questions, concerns, whatever, comment down below, shoot me an email. I would love to hear from you, and I'd love to help you out. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope this helps. Sorry again to the customer who I said I would get this out more promptly than I finally did. It's crazy times. So appreciate your patience as always, and I'm looking forward to doing more of these quick hitters. If you have any more ideas of things you want just addressed briefly, hit me up, but I think for now that will do it. So cool beans, catch you on the next one.